Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and my co-host, Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you guys with another MLB early slate edition video. Happy Labor Day weekend, guys. Everybody needs our, let me adjust the camera here. Everybody needs our Labor Day weekend. Nice 3-day weekend. It's the end of the summer, though. That's the only sad part because summer is my favorite time of the year. We didn't have one this year in San Francisco Bay Area. It's kind of cold all summer, but yeah, guys, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell icon so you know when my videos drop. You'll be the first ones to know. And when I go live, you'll be the first ones to know. Give us a pause up and leave us a comment down below because Schroeder and I love hearing from you guys. So, again, thank you guys so much for all the support lately. The channel's blowing up. And couldn't do it without you. And those of you returning, welcome back. Those of you in the DFS Club, special shout out to you guys. DJ, got an update on him. He's one of our family members who was in a car accident, a bad one. But he popped in the chat and he's doing better. So God is good, man. God is good. Prayer works. So good to hear it, brother. All right. So let's get into this. We have a decent size early slate. Let's bring it up. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Now, let me tell you, though, the pitching on this slate is god-awful. Absolutely god-awful. It's a 6-game slate, but, ooh, pitching's terrible. But let's go to the game-by-game breakdown. It's looking like the night before, no weather concerns, so that's always a good thing. All right, first up, we got Baltimore at the Yankees, guys. Baltimore 3.4, the Yankees 6.2. Yankees were a big letdown today, but that's okay because I did great. We got Chris Ellis on the mound at 5.4 versus Jordan Montgomery at 8.8. Next up, we got the Mets at Washington, guys. Mets 3.7, Washington 2.9. Marcus Stroman's on the mound for 9.6 versus Eric Fede for 7.5. Next up, we got Pittsburgh at the Chicago Cubs. It's going to be a good game for hitting because whenever the winds are blowing out at Wrigley, which they are at 10 miles an hour towards center field, there should be a lot of home runs here. So it's kind of like a Coors Field ×2 type of thing. So I will have some Chicago Cubs exposure. We don't know who's pitching for the Pirates yet, but Kyle Hendricks will be on the mound for Chicago at 7.9. Next up, we got the A's at Toronto. Man, the A's really screwed up tonight, man. Wow. Way to go, A's. You guys do not belong to make the playoffs. They're my team. So 4.1 implied for the A's, 5.5 for Toronto. Next up, we got Minnesota at Tampa. Minnesota 3.4 implied total. Tampa 5.2. We got Andrew Albers at 6.3 going up against Chris Archer. And last but not least, we have the Cleveland Indians at the Boston Red Sox. 4.2 for the Indians, 5.9 for the Red Sox. Winds blowing out to right field at 6 miles an hour. So lefties should do pretty good. But yeah, I just recently noticed that Chicago Cubs game. If that's going to be like that tomorrow, guys, seriously, like that's a good game to target. So that's it for the game-by-game breakdown, guys. If you're tired of losing and if you want to join us just in time for the NFL season, guys, all you got to do is go to www.dfsclub.com. You get my lineups, guys. You got 2 providers in one, DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS. And you get every single sport. And you guys know the weekends are just phenomenally, we're just busy. It's a marathon. We got NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports, guys, EuroLeague basketball. Click now. Click join now. Click my logo, Skywalker DFS. And look at these prices, guys. Again, only $14.99 a month. Nobody does it better. Nobody is cheaper, but we are the best. We do the members only podcast 1 hour before lock. We cover Prize Picks, DraftKings, FanDuel, you name it. We got you guys. Ownership, every tool you need to be a better DFS player to construct the best lineups. Plus, you can go off of mine. So Space posts his. We got silver plans, gold plans, and the 3-day passes for just $7.99, guys. This is us. This is our family, the DFS Club. Go to dfsclub.com, guys. Be a part of this DFS movement. All right, so let's bring up the slate. We're going to bring up my sponsor, Draft Dashboard. This is my tool that I use for all my videos, for all my research, because everything's right here. If you ain't got time to go from website to website to website to check out stats, especially for MLB, especially for NFL, it's all right here for you guys. This is Draft Dashboard. If you click in the link in the description below, you yourself can have this exact tool. You can try it out, and it's only $1. That's it, $1. You get access to all my player pools for NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL coming up. You get the lineup optimizer, which everybody loves, especially the multi-entry players. Player trends, who's trending up, who's getting in the old, I don't know, guys. I got to come up with a new one. I got to think about that one. But, yeah, I always say prison pocket. Sleepers and studs of the slate, the position optimizer, and the MLB cheat sheet, because if you can't win cheat, you get a cheat sheet for NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, guys. Draft Dashboard is the truth. All right, so let's get into it. I mean, here we go. Let's look at this these ugly pictures, man. Woo. All right, 6-gamer. So it's slim pickings. We got Marcus Stroman at 9.6. 9.6 for Stroman against a Washington team that's doing pretty good right now. I mean, I guess his ERA is only 2.85, 134 strikeouts. I mean, I don't see us having to really pay up on this slate for anybody, so I would say he's on play at 9.6. He's the same price on FanDuel. Next up, we got Jordan Montgomery against Baltimore. I don't mind this, but a lot of Baltimore players, I've noticed when I went through the player pool, I've done fairly well against him. He's 8.8. He's $400 cheaper on FanDuel, 16, 14, 12 in his last 3. Not too good. I just, you know what? We're forced to pay these high prices because there's just no good pitchers out there for the slate. So that's why they're so expensive. But Montgomery is worth a mention. Let's see. Jose Barrios is 10K against Oakland. No, thank you. That game was 11-10 today. And then Kyle Hendricks at 7.9 is okay. I know the wins at Wrigley are going to favor the hitters a lot in this game, but it is Pittsburgh. It's a 6-game slate. The pitching on the slate is god-awful. So Kyle Hendricks would be in play at 7.9. -4. Before that, 14, 18. Before that, -11 and 18. He's all over the place, even against Pittsburgh. Last time against Pittsburgh, though, he did get 20 DK points, but before that, only 3, only 5, then 15, then 23. So it's the definition of a GPP play, but I'm only going to play GPPs for this early slate anyway. And that's about it. I'm not paying 10K for Barrios against Oakland. It's a horrible matchup for him. Andrew Albers against Tampa Bay. It's just he doesn't pitch past 5 innings. I was looking at Chris Archer at 8.1, but he's 8.1, guys, and he only pitches 2 to 4 innings. So, and then you got Tanner, right? 7, 11, 5 fantasy points in his last 3. He only pitches 5 innings, so you're pretty much forced to go Stroman, Montgomery, or Hendricks. And Paul Blackburn against Toronto, no thanks. I'm staying away from pitchers from that Oakland-Toronto game. So let's get into it. Let's get into some bats. All right, so Kyle Schwarber, what I tell you guys in last night's video, and I'm going to say it again, he's back. He's back to how he was before he got injured. Scored phenomenally for me today. I got, I think it was a 170-something on FanDuel. He's 5.5K. Absolutely love it, especially if he's going to lead off again. Why not? He crushes righties. OPS versus righties, 873. He's 5'5". He is pricey, but definitely worth it, guys. Get him in there and ride the hot streak because this dude, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable, man. I need a new chair. Very streaky player. Next up, if you're going to stack the Yankees, their implied total is really high. You got Anthony Rizzo here at 4.3K. Let's see, 7, 5, 21 DK points in his last 3. Going up against Ellis, it doesn't matter lefties or righties, but on paper, Vegas thinks the Yankees are going to score a lot of runs. So Rizzo at 4.3 is kind of cheap still, guys. And then we got Ryan Mountcastle, 4K. This dude's been on fire lately, man. 7, 11, 7, 23, 27 in his last 5. He's 3 for 8 lifetime against Montgomery with 2 singles and a double. Yeah, I like me some Baltimore. Baltimore might be lower owned, so I might have some Baltimore. I'd say a 3, maybe 4, maybe 3 3-man stack. Next up, Trey Mancini's back in conversation, finally, because he's only 3.8K. That stood out to me. And remember, guys, buy low on these players. When they drop to that low, like when Whit Merrifield was 3.8, Ketel Marte was 3.8, remember, that's when they go off. Trey Mancini showed some signs of life today. And he has a great record against Montgomery. He's 7 for 19, 6 singles, 1 home run. OPS versus lefties is 863. He actually crushes lefties. So Trey Mancini's in play, especially for only 3.8K. So when you're paying up for these garbage pitchers, because we have to, like gas, when we fill up our gas, we can fit these cheap guys in here with a lot of upside. Next up, Frank Schwindel, 3.4K. Do you like a Cubs? I do like some Cubs tomorrow, guys. If that wind's blowing out, he's batting .315. He's got 9 homers, and he's been nothing short but phenomenal. Double-digit fantasy points 4 out of his last 5 games, 22, 7, 18, 14, 14. Get him in there, guys, for a mere 3.4K. That is it, man. That is cheap. Next up, I like the Mets, too. Pete Alonso, he's only 3.7K, guys. Let that sink in for a minute. Pete Alonso, 3.7K on DraftKings. Have you ever seen him this low? I have personally never seen him this low. That is a must play. I don't know how you don't play that. And look at this. He's 7 for 13 against Fede. 5 singles, 2 doubles. Pete Alonso is a must play. Get him in there. His first base is just stacked today. I might run more lines than I normally do for an early slate, but it is 6 games. So, yeah, 3.7 for Pete Alonso. Holy crap. Next up, Bobby Dahlbeck, 3.6. He's the GOAT, man. He's 1 for 1 against Morgan with a homer. I like those odds, right? So Dahlbeck, you can always get him for cheap at 3.6, and he's always low owned. Then next up, Josh Bell, 3.2K. He's 1 for 2 against McGill with the home run. OPS versus righties is a little bit better than it is against lefties, so Josh Bell is in play at 3.2. So lots of ways to go at first base, guys. So let's see. Schwarber, you can put him in the outfield. So first base and outfield eligible. That's good. Rizzo's only first base. Mountcastle's only first base. Mancini's only first base. Schwindel's only first base. So the only guy you can put in the outfield or is multi position eligible would be Schwarber. All right, so second base. First base might just make or break you on the slate. That's what it's looking like. Javier Baez at 3.7. It's really cheap too. These Mets look good tomorrow, man. Going up against Fede, he's 2 for 4 lifetime with a homer. Do you like that? The Mets are really struggling internally and externally, man. The thumbs down team, but Javi Baez at 3.7 looks pretty freaking good, especially with that nice history there. Luis Arias at 3.1 is not bad. If he leads off like he did today, he crushes righties. OPS versus righties is 807. So if he leads off again at only 3.1, definitely like that. There's just so much value. Tony Kemp at 2.9K had another good day today. He's only 2.9K. He's 2 for 5 against Berrios with 2 singles. So that's all you need out of a guy that's in the 2K range. So get yourself some Tony Kemp. Josh Harrison leading off for Oakland. He's been doing pretty good. He's 4.5K, and he's perfect against Berrios. He's 2 for 2 lifetime. So Josh Harrison looks decent. Jed Lowry looks decent. Jed Lowry is 4K. He's been doing really good, man. 9, 18, 14, 3, 2 in his last 5. He's 2 for 5 against Berrios, a single and a double. OPS versus righties 770, so I don't mind that. Jed Lowry at 4K. And then Jeff McNeil, another Met I'm liking here. He's only 3K. That's crazy to me. He's 5 for 10 against Fede. 500 batting average. Crushes righties this year with the 795 OPS. 4 singles and a double. Get him in there, guys. Jeff McNeil at 3K. Man, the Mets are cheap tomorrow. Let's go to third base. I think it must be, let me check. It's got to be because maybe it's only a 7-inning game. That's the only thing. That's the only way I can see that. But even so, let me double check while I have you guys on here. I should have checked first, huh? Let's see here. Yep. Okay, so it's a 7-inning game. That's why. But still, you can do a lot in 7 innings. First up, we got Rafael Devers at 6'2". 6'2". If you have the salary, I don't mind it. He's 1 for 2 against Morgan with the homer, and y'all know Devers crushes righties. OPS versus righties is a 926. Boston has been struggling as of late, but Devers batting 275. He does have 32 home runs on the year, so I don't mind that. Especially if you have all this value on the slate, you can definitely go there. And that's it for third base. Let's go to shortstop. Let's see here. Anything good here? So Harrison and Baez are both multi-position players. Sergio Alcantara for Chicago at 2.6K. Kind of cheap. He's gotten 16 and 17 in his last 2. He's one of these batters that bats lower in the lineup. But with those numbers recently, let's see. And he crushes lefties. Lefties. We don't know who he's going up against. I'm assuming it's Brault, but don't quote me on that. If it is Brault, his OPS versus lefties is 1.036. So keep your eyes, ears, and legs open for that news for who's going to pitch for Pittsburgh, because that's huge for him. All right, so let's go to outfield. All right, so Schwarber, multi. Aaron Judge, if you're going to stack the Yankees, yes. Let's see. Juan Soto, he's always in play, man. Even in a short game, he's only 4-4. I mean, really, you're only missing out maybe on 1 at bat on these guys if you really think about it. 7 innings, 7 and 9. I mean, come on now. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. It might for like the 1 through 3 batters, but other than that, I really don't. Because if the team goes off, you guys notice they normally go off earlier in the game. So I'm saying 4-4 for Juan Soto. You got to get him in there, guys. Let's see here. And then we got Mark Canha, who's been looking great lately, man. Leadoff hitter for Oakland, 20, 26, 18, 9 in his last 5. Do love that. He's only 4-2. Nice little leadoff hitter. Barrios, I mean, he's all right, but come on now. Michael Conforto, also 2.7K. Very cheap. Versus Fede, he's 5 for 14, 3 singles, a double, and a homer. I'm going to run a full, Washington Mets stack in one of my lineups, I think, tomorrow. Even though it's 7 innings, I'm thinking the ownership will be pretty low on that. I'll take my chances there. Let's see. We already went over McNeil. And then Lane Thomas, I'll continue to play him. He's 2-2. He continues to lead off, and he doesn't give you a goose egg. So Mookie Betts got me 2 fantasy points today, and Mookie Betts is like a 6K player. So for a 2-2 player, Lane Thomas, you can always count on him, guys. Get you something at least. So that's going to do it for the video. We're going to skip Schroeder's picks on this one because it's a small slate. We'll save that. If I have time to do a main slate, I will. I'm trying to get out a UFC video at the same time. Guys, when I'm doing every single sport for the club, I just run out of time sometimes on the weekends. So don't forget, guys, dfsclub.com. Come join us. I'm working my tail off, man. Trying to just keep this club, the best in the business. So shout out to them. Shout out to you guys for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below because I love hearing from you guys. And so does Schroeder. He went back over to his bed. Power went out today, so he's had a rough day. But, yeah, I was out for like 5 hours. We had to throw out all our stuff in the fridge, go to the grocery store, get all new stuff. Every day, man. Every day's a grind. But, yeah, let's get up out of here, guys, and get up early so we can play this late. I'm going to say a prayer for everybody. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth. Not every day is good, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get the spread. Don't take shit from nobody. My name's Gabriel Skywalker, your humbled host, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.